Hey there guys, this is part 13 of the A.E.K series. It's the last group game of the Europa League. We are playing Bate Borsov in a game we will almost certainly pick up a win from. If we don't, then we'll be the first team to lose points from Bate. As you can probably hear, I still have this wretched illness. But anyway, we won't let that affect us too much. There's just been one game since the Lille defeat. It was a 3-1 win away to newly promoted Veroia. We gave away a penalty on 11 minutes, but Cordero equalised 10 minutes later. Platelas and Aravidis added gloss to the scoreline before we gave away another penalty. This time, though, fortunately for us, it was saved by Anistis. In terms of the table, I can tell you that last game, Panathinaikos slipped up against Ergotelis and are now sat a point behind us in the league. We're still 3 points ahead of Tripolis, having played a game less than them, and AEK trail us by 4 points. So we still have a commanding lead over some teams, but Panathinaikos still breathing down our neck, despite the fact that we have managed to take advantage of their slip-up. As you can see, we've scored by far the largest amount of goals, 32 to Levediakos' 27. So that's really where we're getting the points. We've got what seems to be an absolute beast of an attack. So if you can score goals and you're a dominant team, you can probably do quite well for yourselves, I guess, is the thing to take from that. In terms of the under-20s, been underperforming a bit recently. We're currently now second to Olympiakos. We were first for quite a few weeks. According to the assistant, if the assistant is to be believed, we have got a lot of potential at this club. So we've got a lot of confirmed 4-star potential players sort of in the mix. 2 of them already 2-star current ability, so I'm going to have to introduce them to the team as soon as I can. I believe I've shown you Papalabru. 17 technique, 16 passing. Quite an incredible player technically, already at the age of 17. But I don't think I've shown you my left winger, Manzis. He's getting pretty decent. The 17 pace is obviously pretty deadly at youth level, but other stats include his technique, first touch, crossing and dribbling, pretty much core stats for a winger that are already very highly developed. His lowest stats in the wing position, well, is stamina, but he's not expected to be that sort of physically fit at the age of 17, so that's got plenty of time to develop. Vitlis, I believe I've shown you as well, if I'm not mistaken. 15 vision and technique already for a 17-year-old. That leads me to believe that he could maybe benefit from playing as a more deep-lying playmaker. Nevertheless, it's suggested his favoured role is shadow striker, but I'm not too sure about that personally. But yeah, I think he can do well and really push this club forward when he develops properly. Anyway, we're going to try and keep this episode fairly brief because it's all about one thing, and that is qualifying for the next stage of the Europa League. So Kolovestios is going to have to come back into central defence after he's been rested. Zazinho and Koglu can both play there. I'm going to bring on Helder Barbosa and Christos Aravidis to make sure we've got all our big guns playing for us today. And the team looks good to go, so we're going to get into the game. And it's going to be more, to be honest, about how the other match actually transpires, because like I've said, we're very likely to beat Bate. We seem to have the jump on them, as do everybody in this group. We managed to beat them 3-1 in the last game at home, so there's no reason why we can't perform similarly away from home. But yeah, there will be updates obviously on the top right hand side of the game between Metalist and Lille, and we sort of need Lille to win that game. If Metalists get as much as a point, then we can't actually catch them. As Lille take the lead, that's crucial. That could be crucial, as we pretty much squander the only sort of legible chance that we've made during the game. We haven't actually created a single thing as Metalist equalise. That's not good. And Tunis and Lille take the lead again straight away. That's very helpful, but we need to keep our side of the bargain here. I've said we should be able to beat Bate comfortably, but we've not created any chances of note in the first 40 minutes. doing a bit of an Aston Villa here, but Osborov wastes his chance. But we've been pretty poor. Again, it has to be said, like we were against Lille. Not happy, lads. That's it. That's the sort of reaction we want. They're fired up, and they're hopefully on their way to qualifying for the next stage of the Europa League, because that would just be so special. To return the good times to A.E.K, a club who certainly deserve all the best. But time is still ticking as Lille take a convincing lead now. All we need is one goal, surely. And we need to not concede here. Jesus Christ, they've got the ball on the flank. Convoy does a good job in intercepting. Come on, Barbosa, do something with that. Oh, dear. Oh, what's he done there? He's given away a penalty, hasn't he? So we've given away 4 penalties. 4 penalties in the last 3 games. It's beyond belief. I'm going to have to ask them to push forward here, because it looks like Bait are going to take the lead, and they take the lead. We may have just squandered our chance of going through in the Europa League just by being naive, honestly. Giving the ball away, then Cordero bringing the man down in the box. It's not good enough. I'm going to have to take Cordero and Aravidis off. Aravidis is dead, and Cordero has just played like he's on acid. He's just contributed next to nothing. Come on, let's show some urgency here. We need to get 2 goals to be in with a shout of getting anything from the game. Do I want to fundamentally change the style of play? I don't think I do. Well, you know what, there's one thing much point. But we're going to push higher up, and we're going to do everything we can to impose ourselves on this game, because we've created enough chances, according to the stats, to get something, and Lille have taken another convincing step in winning their game, and we are not taking advantage, and this is terrible. Time is just ticking by, and nothing is happening. Another team talk is probably in order. Come on, more, I need more. You get to a point where you run out of words, honestly, to describe just how flaccid we've been. 1 goal is not good enough, but we need to start here and now. Zizinho, Anacoglu, Nasmulna, Barbosa, yes, 1-0. It's time for overload. Come on! I go to overload now, and there will be literally no highlights in the rest of the entire game. You know it will happen. And pretty much that is what has happened, because the ref should really be blowing his whistle anytime soon. Yeah. We fucked up. Big time. We are out of the Europa League, and we are the only team to drop points to Bait in the entire group. They finished on -14 goal difference. And you're telling me that we can't smash those 5-0 to get ourselves back into the Europa League knockout stages? Are you actually having a laugh? We beat Bordeaux 5-0. And we can't even beat Bait, who got their only point of the entire campaign against us. What an absolute joke. I'm going to type very angrily in my blog, and I'm going to be back for the continuation of the league campaign, whoever I live come against now, and let's see if we can push for the title in the league, maybe. We've still got that to look forward to, at least. Anyway, that's been a very disappointing episode of this A.E.K. series. As you can probably tell, my voice has taken a bit of an angry tone now. I'm sorry for scaring you, but I'm more angry at this than I was at the Olympiacos sort of choke that we did in the Cup, because we had no right to beat Olympiacos that season, but we should have beaten this team. It's very hard to take. Enough of me rambling about how miserable I am at that result. We're going to continue on a positive note for the next episode after I've had a lot of therapy. So take care of yourselves, guys. I know I will. And I'll see you for the next episode.